Hey Jay, just adding some details. I had posted that video and was kind of thinking about it, and then uh, put my chicken in the slow cooker and threw some laundry from the washer to the dryer, or into the washer, and then washer in the dryer. You're kind of digesting everything and thinking. And while I was doing that, I was watching you folks play Stars Without Number, and I thought about something. I think just adding a little bit more detail to the Azure Highway explosion, right? I think you're cruising along. The caravan is like kicking up blue dust. Um, you're a few hours out, a lot of energy, a lot of chatter over various channels, and yeah, the aforementioned Jeep built for speed comes up next to you, and I think the driver kind of gives you a little bit of a like a two-fingered "Hey, what's up?" salute, and yeah, and you recognize him, right? He's called the Rover, and I think being called a rover on Mars means that like you're really wise to survival. Like the only things that a rover is like perseverance and curiosity, right? And all of the rovers came after before people came, and so being a rover is like, hey, nothing out here has been out here. So yeah, he's called the Rover, and he goes on a private channel just to you and says, "What's up, El? It's good to see you. When I heard Drummer had recruited you, when I heard you were in, I was excited. So what's the deal? You in for some jingle, or are you a believer?" And you can always tell when people say believer and they're talking about Martians, right? There's a capital B in there. There's something that isn't there when you just say believer. Usually, you can feel that capital B. And if this was a science fiction novel, totally, or a cyberpunk science fiction novel, right, you'd be able to see the capital B every time it came up. But now I'll just tell you. So yeah, he says, are you a believer? Or are you, in for some jingle? And as you answer, so like you can tell me what you answer, and as you answer, he starts to reply, and that's when the rocket hits. The Jeep goes ass over tea kettle, the other Jeep, not yours, and you're driving along, and folks are starting to panic a little bit, and then you know that's when we'll start. That's the scene I'd like to frame. Just a little bit of background as the old rover takes a rocket. Probably not walking away from that, but who knows? Maybe he's alive back there. No one's sure. So let me know what you want to do.